and welcome to something very rare for me. This is a mod showcase. Alright, I don't normally do these, but I thought I'll give one a crack. I've never done one before. I'm going to do hopefully more. I've started to build a nice little lab. Very rough at the moment. It's going to be a lot bigger and a lot better, but this will do for what I want to do here. I'm going to do a quick mod showcase on the Ender Utilities mod by Massafee. I assume that's how you pronounce it. If not, I've just massacred your name. Sorry about that. Do feel free to cut me off in the comments. Right, this mod adds a few very useful little utilities. They're not cheap, but they are good, and they are very handy. One is the reusable ender pearl. I will come back to the reusable ender pearl at the end, because that's a bit of the crowning glory, really, which is quite handy. Right, the first one is the ender arrow. There's the ender arrow. That's its recipe. I have ender, normal arrow, gold ingot. Ender arrow. Very useful piece of kit. What this will do, if I trot out here to our lovely little flat world, full of annoying animals. If we hop over the fence here, we select our ender arrow, ping, it sends them off. 10 blocks in a random direction. I don't really want to go sending you over the fence, so we will see if we can spot a slime further out, which is not going to cause 10 blocks of problems. Oh, should work on cows as well. Hello cow. Ching! It's gone wherever it went. Where are you? There you are. Ping! Hey! It's up to 10 blocks. It doesn't necessarily go 10 blocks, but it will happily kill them after a while. Very useful. The blood splat on the floor was nothing to do with anything. So, again, very useful by itself if you're being cornered by creepers or something equally horrible. Oh dear. This is what happens when you've got animals crapping everywhere. It doesn't seem to take any damage, so do you mind? You're not doing me any favours. I'm creative, so I'm destroying things as well. Stop destroying stuff. Right, you hop it. I like the ender arrow. So that's the ender arrow. Again, a very useful piece of kit. To go along with that is the ender bow. Again, recipe here: 3 string, 2 eye of enders, and a stick. Now, at the moment, this is not too dear. It's all quite reasonable. The eye of enders is a bit of a pain to get early on, but not a problem. Right, with the eye of ender bow, if you shift right click on somewhere, shift right click, oh, you're already in there, I don't know how you got in there, and I believe we have the ender arrow next to it, so it shouldn't be a problem. All these annoying animals, which if I can get a nice clear shot on one, choom. And the ender arrow, because it was so dear, is reusable. So this is very handy. As long as you've selected the area where you want it to go, it will send them all in there, so you'll stop crapping all over my house. The farm garden. Where is it? Have I lost it? No, I got it still. Right, let's have a little check around the corner. I'll send you there, Nick. That's a pain in the arse. Right, you. Thank you. All this, look, crap everywhere. And you, get in there. We do not want any sheep wandering around where they shouldn't be. And you. A very handy way to build up your farm, quite nice and quick. I'm not sure about the distance, and I'm not sure if it works across dimensions. I think this does work across dimensions. So this is quite handy. There's another thing which doesn't. Look at all this grass you've grown, you annoying bleeding animals. I mowed this lawn earlier. Pain in the arse. So that's the ender bow. Again, a very useful piece of kit. I'll put the ender arrow and the ender bow away. The next thing it produces is the ender lasso. There's your recipe: 4 diamonds, 4 eyes of enders, gold, and some string. Very expensive, as you can see. I've all got stuff here from when I was setting up the bits and pieces. I forgot to destroy all that. Never mind. The ender lasso, again, works in a very similar way. If we trot into here, where are we? Again, shift right click here. We can walk around, and this is like, just, you, get out of it. Quick right hand click. Ping, ping. And we're rid of all these pesky animals wandering around, growing my grass too long. Look, crap everywhere, I don't know. Pets, who needs them, huh? But they're very handy for producing flowers. Oh, they're even producing The Oxide Daisy. You know the Oxide Daisy, that's a new one on me. And it's popped them all in here, nicely out the way. So a bit like the normal lasso, but again, you haven't got to worry about putting things back. This literally pops them to where you need them. Again, I don't think this one does work across dimensions, but I do believe, as this mod is in a very early stage, that this will be added. This is part of the Magicality pack. Very useful. As you can see, I'm using the Magicality pack to do the thing. So that's the Ender Lasso. Pop that in there. And last but not least, the Ender Bucket. A very useful bucket. This thing doesn't just pick up one bit of water. Now, are there actually water? Is there actually water in a flat world? I don't think there is. No, the one thing we haven't got is water. So that's usually easily cured though. Let's quickly do a water block. Where are we? WATER water. Where are we? Bucket of water will do. Let's go. Right, let's pop out here a minute. Okay, and we'll quickly knock ourselves up. I know it's bigger than it needs to be, but right. Let's pick up bucket of water. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now I believe that was 16. I might have clicked a bit hard first. We will check it though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wouldn't say that. Let's see if this is actually carrying. I mean, at the end of the day, it's annoying having to carry 2 buckets building it for the water source. So yeah, I think it's going to do 16. It should do. Oh no, 15. Well, I think it carries 16. I think if we go onto it, in the thing, mega buckets. Right, let's go. Let's just try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's have a look. That's 15 mega buckets. Let's go. We'll try another one. 8, 16. So that's 16. I don't think it will carry any more. No, it won't carry any more. So it will do 16. I just didn't quite pick up enough. So that's a very handy little thing. We'll go and pop you back in the box. And then we'll go and get the reusable ender pearl. Again, very expensive. 5 enders, 4 ender pearls, 1 block of redstone. Now for some reason it seems to give me 4. I don't know if that recipe gives you 4. But we will find out. Let's have a look. Well, we won't find out. We will go and test it. The joy of the reusable. I have done it and see if we can get that tree. Nope, okay. But as you notice, it pops me down here. 2. Oh, of course, yeah, it would do. It will actually reuse. Unfortunately, because I'm in creative, it's just giving me a new one each time. But if you weren't in creative, you would find that up on top of that tree, go on. Oh, it's raining the blooming things. Yeah, obviously not the best thing to use in creative. Thank you. But that is a very useful piece of kit for travelling around. I assume you can hurt them for further distances. I've never really used ender pearls, so I'm not really particularly au fait with them. So now I've got crap tons of them. Oh, they only stack in 4s, do they? Okay, well, I don't see a reason why you'd need more than 4. In fact, I don't see a reason why you'd need more than 1. So that really is Masafy's Ender Utilities. Now I said it is a work in progress, and there's 2 more blocks that will be appearing, which is an Ender Furnace. How it works, I don't know what it does. I mean, I'm assuming that anything you put in the furnace will be in any Ender Furnaces wherever you go. And the Ender Bag. Now from what I gather, the ender bag, you pretty much pick a chest, right hand or shift right hand click on it, I would have thought, it will lock it to that inventory. So you can have that back at your base, and the ender bag, which I don't have the recipe for, but there's no real point as you can't make it yet, you can have on you very much like an ender pouch, normal, and you have access to everything in that inventory. And the joy of that is, if you do happen to snuff it, as anyone who's watched any of my Let's Plays know I quite often do, all I know is I come back here and this chest, which was locked to, would have everything still in it. I would have lost it all to whatever puddle of lava I was in or something like that. Well, that was not my first mod spotlight, but my first in at least 2 years. So please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative and gave all the bits and pieces. Also, I hope you check out the rest of the bits and pieces on my channel. Until the next mod spotlight and a much bigger, more elaborate lab and a pet. I've got to have a pet. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to have, but I've got to have a pet. And let's face it, everyone does it, so it's not a small creeper or something. I will find something if it kills me. Okay then, until next time, thank you very much. Goodbye.